Told Kodak, shoot that bitch, we finna blow up. For real, for real.
When you brand up, get your bands up, man. Go get your dough up, man. It's Kodak blow up.
Man, shout out Kodak blow up, you know what I'm saying?
Kodak blow up,
Real nigga, man. Fuck Kodak blow up, nigga. You fuck Kodak blow up. Fuck with me.
Hanging who I got right now in front of the camera on Kodak blow up.
Shit, man, this Cozi Jigga, 7 Deadly Sins.
For sure, man. Yeah, like I was just telling you before we started, man, you know, I have mad people writing to me, oh, I need to get with you, do an interview. So, you know, we tuned in.
Shit, we here.
Yeah, we talked. We was like, yo, we're gonna figure out a situation where we can do the interview. You know, we got everything together. So now we here and everything. So, yeah, for sure, man. So I know I was looking at you, you know, your catalog, you know, you be doing a lot of promotions. Also being a DJ as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Are you from the Kissimmee area?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, man. I seen too, like you all over Orlando as well, man. Doing a lot of good stuff, man, from Kissimmee putting on.
Shit, man. I'm trying to work with everybody, man. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm just willing to work and just get active and just get ahead in life, really. For
sure, man. So before we get into, you know, you're doing what you're doing now, man, I like to always talk about the people to let them know who the person I'm interviewing personally, like, you know, where they come from, you know, where they was raised and all that. So, you know, let the people know, you know, where you're born and raised at.
Shit, I was born in Kissimmee. I lived in Haiti for a couple years and then, a couple, and then came back to Kissimmee and shit and been living here ever since.
For sure. How was it in Kissimmee for you growing up?
Shit, what type of stuff? A lot of changes.
Yeah, what type of stuff was you into, though, like growing up as a kid in Kissimmee and everything? Because I know it's basically like how it is, but.
Shit, I mean, I didn't really want to get, I ain't gonna lie, like, I knew I wanted to get in this music shit since I was like 13.
Okay.
But I did like sport, you know, I'm Haitian, so like, we didn't really, like, if you wanted to get out the house, like, you stayed out of school to do a little sports or whatever, but I didn't really want to do that. But I always knew I was gonna get into the music, do this DJ shit. For sure. So I was 13.
For sure. You know, with you know, being a DJ and everything, you know, you obviously got the love for music. What type of music was you into growing up? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, rap. I was watching 106 Park with BT, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I was doing that shit, man. I was just listening to everything. I listen to a little reggaeton too, cause you know.
Yeah.
Kissimmee, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, like a lot of Spanish folks, but.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, man. You know, when they come through Florida, you know, especially like in this area that we live in, Kissimmee, like you said, you know, Latin people like are big in Kissimmee. You know, we got an area literally called BVL that's literally like, you know, small Puerto Rico out there and everything. So, you know, I understand you when you say, you know, the Spanish culture, you know, influenced you a lot growing up as well, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And, you know, as you was getting older, you know, you say you started getting into wanting to become a DJ. What, like, led you to want to do that? Like, what was the steps that was like, man, I want to be a DJ?
I ain't gonna lie. It was like, I watched the movie Juice.
Okay.
It was the movie Juice that got me into like, really, like, just see, I was like, yo, I'm fucking with that shit. Like, the way you get the crowd moving, like, it's just like, you have control of the crowd and the way, like, making people, like, feel, like, different. I don't know, man. Like, getting people hyped up and shit. I was like, man, that's me. That's what my personality is.
Yeah.
Get people moving, like, you know, get people hype and shit, so.
For sure. You ever seen things that you were doing as a kid that you look at it now like, damn, I was always meant to be a DJ? Like you said, you was always, you know, loud, like, you know, basically like the star of the room.
I said, I was always the person, like, I knew when every album was coming out, like, ahead of time, or like, I always was like, I was on it, like, I knew all the music, I always had all the music. Even before it even dropped, like, I got leaks, like, I be playing that shit, people were like, yo, this shit is heat, like, where you get this shit from? Like, I'm like, bro, it's not even out yet. Like, niggas was like, oh, send me this shit fire. Like, I was always on top of that. For sure. And
when you first started, you know, DJing, what was the first thing that you bought, like, for equipment-wise?
Shit, well, it was my godmother actually bought me my first DJ set. Okay. Because I wanted that for my, she bought it for me, like, in high school. Yeah, high school. I think it was like my seventh. No, it's like 10th grade, 10th grade, she bought me that shit for my birthday. Cause that's what I always wanted to, I didn't want to use other people's shit. So I was like, oh, give me this. She got me the Newmark, the mix track, it was like a small one. Okay. It was like, just like a beginner's thing.
For sure. And what was what did you use? Like, I know you was using that, but like, what was the steps when you first got it? Like, what was your first instinct when you got it? Like, what did you try doing the first thing?
Shit, I know I had a, download a program. It was called Virtual DJ. That's a beginner program. I knew that, but like I know I was gonna have to upgrade from that and go to the Serato. So that I was just using that, but I didn't have, at that time I didn't even have bread like to even pay for the subscription, so I used to try to do the thing for free.
I feel it. Yeah, you gotta figure a way out regardless, man.
I just tried to practice from there, and then I started linking up with, I hit up other DJs to try to link up with them. Shout out to Jay Slides, matter of fact, that's my mentor. Like, he put me on, like, man, he brought me to his gigs. Even when he had parties, like his events, he'd be like, yo, you wanna hop on, do a little quick set? Like, he put me on, like, that. I respect that nigga for that, cause a lot of people don't do that, don't take people under their wing. And
yeah, that's real though. That's real, and that's true that you say that, because a lot of, like you said, a lot of people don't help other people when it comes to, like, you know, even like DJ, even videography, photography. It's hard to get advice from somebody because sometimes they don't want you to overstep them. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, he might be taking my chicken when it comes to it. You know, but that's a thorough person. You know what I'm saying? When people actually, you know, want to help out, because and then on the end of the day, like, the youth is the next generation, so it's always good to help the, you know, the younger crowd when they want to do something different and stuff like that. But that's what's up. That's what's up. I know as well, you know, you were also a promoter and everything. How did that, like, get into, you know, entwined with you being DJ? I know, obviously, you know, you're obviously be in the clubs and everything, but what was the first step of you actually, you know, becoming a promoter and actually having your first gig?
Shit, I mean, I just popped out. Like, when I popped out, I brought people, like, shout out KB, Mr. Florida. That's who I work for, like, right now. Like, he got his own group, but I got my own, like, promoter group too. We call 7 Deadly Sins. KB got the Winner Circle. So I'm just really, like, KB the one that really put me on, and just, ever since then, he showed niggas the ropes, and really, he got me, him and Jay Slides are really the ones that helped me get jobs downtown, to be real.
That's real. I know you just said that you have a promotion group yourself. 7 Deadly Slides, you said?
No, it's Sins.
7 Deadly Sins. Okay, so speak a little bit more in tune of what the promotion group is and how that got together as well.
Shit, we got together like January of this year, really. Okay. They were already forming a group. Shout out Jordan, by the way. Jordan is the head, he's the leader of the group, but yeah, he just came up, he hit me up one day. He was like, bro, like, I'm forming this group. You need a DJ. I'm like, shit, I don't mind, like, you know, I want to, like, be a part of the group. So, like, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It's a great opportunity for me to, like, branch out, meet new people. And then we did our first party. It was at Crow. Okay. So ever since then, we just been rocking on, just doing our thing, really.
For sure. I also like to let the people know, you know, whoever maybe want to do what you're doing, you know, can you explain to them the equipment that you need to become a DJ, or the starter pack, in other words?
Shit, you need a laptop, okay. You need a hard drive, shit. You need a controller, obviously, but just get that and then download the program, Serato, Virtual DJ, Record Box, any of the programs for DJing, really.
For sure.
And you just take off from there, and you need speakers, obviously, too.
Yeah. And I know, you know, people basically always see the good side of, you know, being a DJ. You know, what are some things that, you know, you probably had, like, problems with, you know, starting off, or even right now as being a promoter or a DJ?
Shit.
You know, because people always just see, you know, what they see on Instagram. You get what I'm saying?
I got stories too.
Shit, man. Sometimes, I ain't gonna hold you, like, sometimes people, I think the bad thing is when drunk people go up to you and they just like, oh, play me this song, and don't slime me no bread, or niggas will be like, oh, or like, niggas will try to like, spill a drink by your equipment or whatever, like, shit like that be going on, but I think that's like the worst things, to be real, but.
Nah, I'm gonna say one of the things too is they're like showcases, and people think that they don't need to send you like their songs until it's their time to perform and shit.
Yeah,
they make it seem like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there was
a whole set.
There was a whole situation one time where we had to skip a girl's set, and she was pissed, and then she started tweaking and wanted her money back, which was only like $20, but she was like, it wasn't even from you, but then they made you pay.
Yeah, they made me pay, bro.
But the promoter made him pay $20 back to a girl because, like, I don't know why. He was like, oh yeah, Cozi, just do it. And he just looked up at Cozi. He was like, what the fuck? And he just handed over $20.
Yeah, I don't like no drama, man.
That's $20, whatever.
Yeah, because we were just sitting there like, let's just try to get it. Because it was already going on for like 10 minutes. Like, there was yelling. People were trying to leave the club. Like, me and him were just sitting there like, bro, we're trying to go home. We're trying to get paid and get out of there.
Yeah, it's real.
I hear that. So, you know, the most problems you probably get, like you said, is unorganized things. Like,
yeah, I like organization. I gotta know everything. Like, I gotta know everything. Like,
and it's crazy because even, you know, as me being a videographer, me doing interviews, me doing photography, all this stuff, I have the same problem when it comes to, you know, people. You know, for example, I'll do like a video for somebody, I'll do an interview for somebody, and it'll be unorganized real quick. Like, I'll tell somebody, let's be here, or the timing. You know, people don't appreciate, you know what I'm saying, like when it comes to like our DJs or videographers, you know, especially like artists as wise, you know what I'm saying, because they expect us to just be on their time, you know. So I fully understand you when it comes to like stuff like that. I never had no situation in the club like that's crazy that, you know, people will try to pour sun on the equipment, or I can only imagine.
Nah, they be just drunk. They be too drunk. They don't be too lit. They don't know. They don't realize.
It's just because
it just be just too drunk.
Yeah, not really thinking.